Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the April 3rd Al-Anon readings in Courage to Change and a Little Time for Myself. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Take a moment and look this over. The question is, what kind of person am I today, and what kind of person do I want to become? And the person who wrote this passage is likening their life to a jigsaw puzzle, and how working the 12 steps helps them put the pieces together, the pieces of their lives together. In the first 3 steps, they discover a new picture of what they want their life to look like. Excuse me, I almost sneezed. And they're saying that the 4th step inventory helps them to see the pieces that are already on the table. With the help of the remaining steps, they can fit the pieces into the big picture as the pattern becomes more apparent. And if there are pieces that don't fit, the higher power helps to discard them. Today's reminder: we become clearer as to who we are as we grow in recovery. And the quote is from Hope for Today. Al-Anon helps us with the beautiful puzzle of our lives. So what kind of person am I today, and what kind of person do I want to become? This is going to sound totally not creative, but I think I kind of am the person that I want to be. Of course, I'm always growing and changing, but I don't know, I'm kind of at the point where I'm just kind of really happy. It's taken a long time to get here, and I don't feel like I'm done learning and growing, but I don't have like huge goals, I guess. Yeah. Just like ridiculously content at this point in time. That's the best I've got. That's what I've got today. I don't know. Am I supposed to want something more? I don't know. I feel good. All right, I'm going to take a minute and look this over. This is about anonymity, the importance of anonymity. This person is talking about how they delayed going to Al-Anon because they didn't want anyone else to know their business, especially people outside of Al-Anon. So the first meeting that they went to, they recognized their neighbor, and they were horrified. But they noticed a sign on the table at their meeting that said, "Whom you see here, what you hear here, when you leave here, let it stay here." I've seen that. I've seen that sign many times. And of course, the traditions state that anonymity is Al-Anon's spiritual foundation. So the person stayed, but they were concerned, but their neighbor never said a word, and over time they began to trust that they were safe and that their anonymity was safe. And they are extremely grateful. Today's reminder, we must protect the anonymity of all members. Absolutely. And the quote is from Al-Anon spoken here. We need to feel secure, knowing that what we share at meetings will be held in strict confidence. Yes, 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 a million times yes. I've been at meetings where people have literally feared for their life, and they've been in such a challenging situation that, yeah, they're in the, like, they have, I forget what they're called, restraining orders. I couldn't think of the word. And they literally fear for their lives. And so when they are in a meeting and they're talking, anonymity is such a beautiful thing, because at that point, when it's that kind of situation, like, I don't want to know the details. It's like safer for me not to know, and it's much safer for that person if I don't know, because I won't say anything to anyone ever. And so it's really important that, that's why I don't talk about my personal details, not because I don't feel safe. Well, I mean, other than like the fact that the internet is the internet, but I'm also upholding the tradition in Al-Anon. So you can see my face, but you don't know my name. You don't know anything about me, and that's the way it's supposed to be in Al-Anon. I remember being at a restaurant years ago, and the waitress was someone that I really liked listening to. I liked listening to her shares at meetings, and I was with my partner at the restaurant, so I just acted like, I smiled, but I pretty much acted like I didn't know her, and she started talking with me, and then I realized that it was okay. But every situation is different. Normally, if I can, I will smile, but if I feel like there's any question, I just completely ignore the person, like I don't know them at all, because I do understand that it's an extremely important principle of the program. We'll close out with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.